pet-friendly audiences. She speaks to women and young adult groups about pet education, all disguised in comedy. Donna's been a member of the Laughing Matters Club since 2007. Donna?
How many of you treat your dog like it's your kid? How many of you had dogs instead of kids? How many of you wished you'd had dogs instead of kids? Yeah, they don't talk back and I don't have to put them through college. I have become somewhat of a critter care connoisseur, and it is my passion to help others be the best critter caretakers possible. I sold Bill Jack dog food for 2 years in 14 different PetSmarts across Texas. I've compared a bag or two of dog food. All right, and in that pet environment, I watch people shovel the bling and the paraphernalia into their carts and then head to the back of the store, buy this cheapest bag of dog food that they last saw on a commercial without ever doing their homework. Oh, those people irritate me to no end because I've done it myself. Mrs. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guest, I'm here today to give you the inside scoop on food dogs die for. Dogs are carnivores. They're supposed to be eating meat. They're just a wee bit omnivorous, all right? And it's what they digest best. They were in the wild, they'd go for the good stuff first. The meat, then the organs. They'd fill up, and then they leave the rest to the buzzards and the other varmints, all right? Then they grab a bone for a toothpick, hit in the lazy boy, and unzip their pants to make room. Let's see. Dog food works the same way as people food. High protein, builds muscle, burns fat, fills them up, makes them feel satisfied, carries them through the day longer. You feed less dog food, so you buy less dog food. All right. So what I have done is I have created, and you can't really see very well. This is 5 suggestions for high quality, high protein dog food. I'm all for high quality and convenience and affordability. I don't think your dog food should cost as much as college tuition. Okay. So we got your Bill Jack, sold in Petco and PetSmart. This is what I sold for 2 years. You got your Evolved, which is sold at H-E-B. You have your Merrick dog food, which is the Texas-based group and sold in Petco. You have Organics, which is sold in H-E-B, Petco and PetSmart. And then you have your Taste of the Wild, which is sold in that cowboy French place called Tractor Supply. All right, so first ingredient should read protein: chicken, salmon, fish, lamb, venison, bison, butter. The second ingredient on the list should be a protein source. All right, Bill Jack uses liver and hearts, the organs. Very nice. All right. Most everybody else uses a protein source form in a meal. Okay, meal is meat and bone finely ground. Okay, because dogs get their glycosamine from the marrow in the bone. All right. They also get it from the shellfish. So if your dog, well, let me just say the chicken and the salmon are the highest forms of natural glycosamine. So if your dog's on lamb or your dog's on venison or bison, I suggest that you come over and choose a chicken or a salmon formula. The next ingredient would be your carb. Sweet potatoes and potatoes are not considered grains. All right. So then you have your cornmeal, your oatmeal, and your rice, preferably ground and brown. And if your dog is tugging at their feet, having some allergic reactions, and they're on like a lamb or something, bring them over to the chicken and the salmon, and that should do them wonders. All right. Let's see. And so this would be food dogs die for. Now I know what you're thinking. I can't afford those kind of dog foods. Well, you're probably already paying the price, and you don't know it. Now, I have listed, on the flip side, commercial dog food. Hence the name, because that's where the company's sinking all their money. It ain't in the food, and I'm fixing to prove it. The politically correct term is essential. Not because it's essential that they eat this stuff, but because essentially they could survive on it if they absolutely had to. Right? All right. So, once again, dog food works the same way as people food. High carb food fills them up for a little while, then it turns to sugar and makes them more hungry. High carb food seems less expensive, but you have to feed twice as much in order to get the nutritional value that they need. All right? You feed more dog food, you buy more dog food. It is the scam of dog food. All right. Let's see. Let's go over some of these ingredients. Ground yellow corn, ground whole corn. I started with Old Roy. Okay, I didn't know any better. Ground yellow corn and whole grain corn. They don't even grind it up for them. Okay, you got a little bit of yellow number 5, yellow number 6, red number 40, and blue number 2. You have to have food color to make it look edible to you and me, because that's who they're marketing. All right. Now, some of these do start with chicken. However, doesn't necessarily mean they use the best parts of the bird. Word on the street, beaks, feet, feathers, and heads.
Oh.
Now, there is another commonly used ingredient that I find not only alarming but repulsive. It is called Animal Digest, and it is in every single one of these. Animal Digest comes from roadkill.
Ooh.
Animal Digest also comes from previously euthanized animals from the shelters. There's not enough money or manpower to dispose of them properly if the companies come in. Anyway, it's a whole different speech. It's in every single one of these dog foods, okay? A little filler. All right? This is the food dogs die for. It is my passion, as I've said, to help people be the best critter caretakers possible. I have shown you, proven to you, that I've shown you the foods that dogs die for, and then I've also shown you the food that dogs die for. Do your homework and make the best choice.
Thank you so much, Donna. I have so many questions after that.
Yeah.